Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Black Butler, Chapter 159. When we last left our heroes, we were continuing on with the really pointless Mei Rin flashback that's not really adding anything to the plot whatsoever, but her two little friends got dangled off a rooftop and then thrown off it. Now she joined this gang out of necessity. And that's kind of the entire plot of last month's chapter, because it's not Butler if the plot ain't moving. Or it's not Butler if the plot is moving. Anyway, let's jump right on into Chapter 159, the Butler delivery. Just a kind of a warning. I'm reading this on Comixology, and for some reason the page turning is really slow. So we're going to try to make it work. Our cover picture here is Mei Rin looking despondent, leaning up against a wall. The eyes of the owl hit targets 1,000 miles away. And so we open with a carriage. I think this is sometime after the last chapter. And the glasses guy and Mei Rin are in the carriage. The glasses guy being the guy from last chapter. Our target is Yang, top official of Galauhui. The Galauhui was selling opium as they pleased in King Bang's territory. But if they find out we assassinated... then Mei Rin asks, but if they find out we assassinated Yang, wouldn't that cause an all-out war? And the man kind of smiles at her. We're close enough. Stop the carriage. And we see this, church steeple thing. Now come with me. And he grabs Mei Rin, and they go up to the top of this steeple. Can you see the top floor of that building from here? And he points to an apartment, or some kind of building complex across the river. Might be the Thames, maybe, I'm not sure. And Mei Rin looks, and we see she's kind of scouting it out. And she sees the guy, I'm assuming that's Yang, having sex with some woman. I can see a bald old man and a young woman. The old codger's having fun, eh? It'd be his last dinner. He should savor it. Lad, and he tosses Mei Rin, what looks like a sniper rifle. Also, just a reminder, the mob still thinks Mei Rin is a man. Just keep that in mind. I hope you trained him well. What he needs to know, yes. Brother, are you really going to make him shoot? And the guy comes up to Mei Rin. You have two choices. And if the page would load, I would tell you, here they are. The first option is to blow off that old man's head with that gun. The second option is to flee and end up like your friends. And she flashes back to the two boys being thrown off the rooftop last month. And she grips the rifle. And the glasses guy, helps her aim the rifle. You can do it. The target's bigger than an earring. Just aim well and pull the trigger. And she shoots. There's a really, good creepiness going on with the glasses guy and Mei Rin there. Does not change the fact that this is just not a necessary storyline at all. But then we cut to 10 years later. London in the Limehouse district. Which I guess is kind of like the local, Chinese immigrants, district. I guess. I'm not quite familiar with 19th century London, neighborhoods. But we see people kind of, going about their lives in the Limehouse district. What looks like an opium den. Ah! No, that was not a pain ah. Ah! After work drinks taste great. You only drove the carriage. Owl did the real work. He killed 5 today. He deserves to be called Faraway Eyes. He never misses a target even from a block away. Right? And he turns to Mei Rin, who they still seem to think is a man, even though it's been 10 years. Right? Owl. And we see the older Mei Rin, who still does look very masculine. We do know Mei Rin has mentioned that a lot of why she loves CL is because he lets her be feminine. So I guess that continues to track. But Mei Rin, dead-eyed, just looks at him. Here, eat this. It's a real treat. And he throws something at Mei Rin. And with her, blurry vision, she can't tell what it is until she bites into it, and we see that it's a shoe. Gah! He bit into my shoe! You really can't see close by. Oh, right, she's farsighted. I forgot about that. But anyway, she kind of, spits out the shoe. Quiet, all of you. Can't you at least eat without talking? Sorry, Brother Haku. So Haku was the glasses guy. Brother Haku's been in a bad mood recently. Of course he'd be. They're cracking down on opium and brothels. We're making less than half what we used to a decade ago. We're having a hard time bringing enough money to headquarters. Damn it! He, kicks his desk and stands up. Great Britain made a fortune by selling opium worldwide. But now they want us to reduce supply to keep society peaceful? What a bloody nerve. And then the page, here we go. Pet dog of the royal family. Oh, is he talking about CL? And we get a shot of Meirin. Brother Haku, what is it now? Someone's welcome to the room. We've received a message from headquarters. They're dispatching another top official to Great Britain. What? Who the hell is he? He was in charge of the Bund Shanghai. Lao is his name. Oh hey, it's Lao! He's the young fellow who stopped at nothing to force his way up the ladder. I can handle Great Britain alone. The pharmaceutical laws and regulations are to blame. No, their crackdown is to blame. Then we must... Owl, you go hunting. And Meirin looks up at him. Hunt what? And it's loading. Here we go. The watchdog of the Queen. You have only one option. Go and kill Earl Phantom Hive. Then we check in on Phantom Hive Manor, where Sebastian is delivering a letter for CL. Young master, here's a letter for you. From whom? Probably gonna be from the Chinese or someone. Of course, it's from the sweetheart you've been waiting for. And CL looks up at him. Open it at once. To be continued. So once again, not a whole lot of forward progression here. As you can see, we did the whole read in 7 minutes. Which ain't great. It ain't great, Chief. Yeah. So, I will say, though, we did make forward progress time-wise. It looks like if this was a competently paced manga, I would say we'd be done next chapter. It's Black Butler. Maybe we'll be done 3 chapters. I hope. But this is just not the note you want to end the year on. Didn't last year end on, Lizzie's breakdown in the carriage? And the year before that was, the CL twins in the grasp of the cult? We've had some pretty good year-ending chapters of the past couple of years, and this one, it's not as bad as the first 2. There's some definite forward progress. We see the end of the flashback. It still has not justified its existence in any way whatsoever, but we see that where the end point is in sight. But yeah, beyond that, the characters are still kind of paper thin. It's just not much to say. But we're starting to vaguely near the end of the flashback, so that's good enough for me. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter more than I did and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!